Share some experience about the drunk people.
Oh God. Oh God. That I was DJing very focused and there was a guy on the stage jumping, moving, dancing. It's okay. That happens all the time. But we have a doll on the stage. So like a real size man doll. And the guy started like touching it and playing with it and humping it. So he started pretending to be fucking the doll. And I was like, in the middle of a transition, and I was like, wait, let me mix the next song so I don't fuck up. And then I started looking at him. He kept doing it for like 2 minutes.
Hello, 大家好，我係貨輪仔 Ronald. Hello, this is Ronald for. I have invited
Me, I'm Petoto. So I came to Hong Kong in 2021. And I'm currently a DJ. So I work in the main LGBTQ spaces in Hong Kong. And I've also started doing drag very recently. And that's a little bit of my artistic project.
I would also like to say hola and como start.
Hola.
You are a Spanish?
Yes.
Yeah, so why you came to Hong Kong?
Well, I initially came to Hong Kong to work for the Spanish government. Because in real life I'm an economist and a journalist, but we're here to talk about my nightlife.
2021 is COVID.
Yes.
So why you chose this time to came to Hong Kong?
I finished the program with the Spanish government and I was supposed to go abroad for a year. And I could choose almost anywhere, but I knew I wanted to come to this side of the world. I wanted to go to a place where English is broadly spoken or comfortable, and I couldn't choose the year, so it had to be 2021. I thought mainland China was very complicated because I didn't speak good Mandarin, and also the lockdown situation was more difficult to manage, but here it felt like the right choice. And Singapore was another option, but it felt a little bit boring, no shade. And Taipei also, I felt like I would have more opportunities in Hong Kong, so that's why I chose it.
Hong Kong is not boring.
It's not boring, and I'm doing my part. I'm trying to make it more fun, I think, at least for my community.
In Hong Kong, a lot of DJ jobs are Hong Kong people. How did you land this job?
Well, it depends on the spaces, no? Every DJ doesn't only have his music, but also his own identity. So I'm an international person in Hong Kong, and I am a queer person in Hong Kong, and so I started existing in those spaces. No? So when I became a DJ, I naturally started working in those spaces. So it didn't feel like I was in a weird space for me. I really felt like I belonged. So it came up naturally. I became a DJ, and because I was going to these clubs already, they became interested in my project, and I became more popular, and that's how we got to where we are now. Yes. I think there's a little bit of a separation between a more local scene in terms of music. I mean, people who go out to listen to music that's in Chinese or local from Hong Kong, whereas we have a more international scene where people want to listen to EDM or international pop or international artists, no? So I belong more on this space because I have no idea of the local music.
So do you think this is a big competition?
Well, in my particular space, I would say we have enough DJs. So don't learn to DJ. We have enough. Just come to the club. No need to, we have enough DJs, I would say. I wouldn't say it's crazy competition because I don't necessarily want a lot more. I'm okay with what I do. I think I want to do different and I want to do better, but I'm not fighting to get like an extra gig. I'm fine the way I am now. I just want to explore and try to do different things. That's why I try to do specific events, or now I'm starting to do drag as a way of art that I can combine with DJing. But I don't think there's a lot of pressure in our market. The DJs that usually play in my spaces are very stable, and we work very well with each other, and there's no big drama. Against what's predictable, right? Because we are like gay men. So it's like there should be drama there, but there's none. I don't think there is much. No.
Do you think Hong Kong DJ culture have a big difference from Western culture?
I kind of agree. I wouldn't separate East and West. I would separate almost every country or city because it's very different, and it's fascinating to go to a different city. It doesn't have to be very far. It could be Shenzhen, and the vibe is completely different already. And I don't know, in Europe, Berlin has nothing to do with Madrid or London. So it depends very much on the specific city vibe and culture. If you ask me specifically about Hong Kong, it's slightly different to other places, and what makes it particular is that I think people have like low interest in the music in general. I don't know, like they just go to the bar and they have fun, but I don't hear too many people saying, oh, I want to go to this place for this DJ. It happens to me sometimes, but I don't hear that a lot. Whereas in Madrid, I would always check who was the DJ of the night and choose the venue based on that. So I don't know, but I'm speaking about the people around me. I don't know if it's exactly the general thing.
Do you think Spain or UK, the DJ opportunity are more than Hong Kong?
It's a matter of numbers. It's just because the clubs are so much bigger. So here in Hong Kong, and because I particularly work in queer spaces, we have 4-5 spaces maximum that can have DJs, and they are not very big. Like the capacity is like 100-200 people. In London, you have like 10-20 queer spaces that have DJs on the same Friday, the same Saturday, and they're on average bigger, and they have huge places like Heaven. Or in Madrid, if you want to go out in the queer space on a Saturday night, you may have like 10 places you can choose in different, shapes and colors. So of course in Hong Kong it's a smaller culture just because the spaces are smaller, so there's less public. Of course there's huge places here like Boomerang, but that's not where I'm going to play.
How do you define a successful DJ in Hong Kong?
Oh God, I think it's very difficult to be a full-time DJ in Hong Kong, or almost impossible. Guys, I'm not earning so much money. I'm not earning much. And I think you have to work so much to get a decent amount of money, so much, and still you're not earning like a high salary. Because I was doing my numbers and I'm like, well, if I DJ on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday every week, and they pay well, I could sustain. Like I could do it full time, but it wouldn't be amazing. And also it's very difficult to get 4 gigs per week, because where are you gonna DJ on a Thursday or a Sunday? Or it's easy to do Friday, Saturday, but going beyond that, it's difficult. So a successful DJ in Hong Kong, once you assume that you're not gonna become rich, I think is doing what you want for the community that you like. So I have so much fun playing music for people who are my friends or people I know, or the gays and the girls and the theys that come to the club and have fun and listen to songs that they know but with an interesting twist. I think that's what makes me feel successful, the fact that I'm doing what I want to do. I'm working with the music that I like, for people that I like, in spaces that I appreciate. So I put success in those things and not the money. And so of course I have bigger objectives, like I'd like to go regional. So I've already played in Manila a couple times in 3 different clubs, and I'd like to go to other places like Taipei or mainland or Singapore, and I'm trying to build a network. So there's always chances for growth, but success for me is the human factor of it, because I don't expect to earn a full-time salary doing this. I don't think it's possible right now.
And the other side, you told me that somebody remember you on the street. I think this is also successful.
Yes, well, some people think that fame is success. I like being recognized and appreciated, but I don't think that's the objective. I think being famous is a consequence, but not an objective. But yeah, I would never say I'm famous, but I may be popular in the queer space. And this day I was coming back home and I was walking by a McDonald's that's open 24 hours, and there was this guy looking drunk holding a bag of fries. And I walked by and he looked at me and I'm like, why is he looking at me? And he pointed at me and he said, hey, you are the DJ. And I'm like, yeah. It was 5 a.m. I was returning home after work. and he said, you're great, you're cool. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And I think that day is when I thought, hey, maybe this is being famous. When random people know who you are and feel like they can talk to you, and you have no clue who they are, but it's so cool. So yeah, it's a part of it, I guess.
With a DJ job, do you have create some original song for yourself?
So this is our common confusion with people. A DJ is not the same as a producer. Many DJs cannot produce. I don't know how to produce. I'm not a producer. I want to study production when I have a little bit more of time, because I'm really interested in that part. There are producers who are not DJs because they don't enjoy the performance or because they didn't take the time to learn how to use the gear. And then there are DJ producers. Those are the ones that we know, like David Guetta, Calvin Harris. All these guys are the guys who make their own music, very often collaborating with a lot of people, and also DJ in shows, and that's where they get the extra money, doing the shows and the tours and the festivals. And all these models are valid as long as you're not faking it. Like I don't want to lie to anyone. I don't produce any of the songs that I play. I choose the best remixes available, and I choose songs that I think work well together, and I do that curation work, but I would never pretend that I have created anything or pretend that I produce. No. This is a little bit of the recent AI drama where someone with 3 hours and a little bit of curiosity can create a song in an evening. And I'm seeing people around me who, just create 3 songs in one afternoon. They release them in one go and they're like, my latest productions. And it's like, we know that producing a song, you know this better than me, takes more than a week, more than 2 weeks, or more than a month. So how did you produce 3 songs in one weekend? Like, it's literally not possible. And I would never use that to say, I'm a producer, because I'm not. And I'm okay with that. And I appreciate that work, and I want to learn how to do it properly. Don't fake it.
How do you create or build up a special identity or music style in DJ job? Because DJ between DJ, they always have maybe the audience will look that. Is it plagiarism? A little bit same, or the style is very similar?
It's difficult to say that a DJ is copying a DJ because the songs are out there, no? So we're just playing the work of other people.
Yeah.
So I think there's more plagiarism if I play something and I say that I produced it and I didn't. But if I play a song that another DJ is playing, I cannot blame them. Like, I found it on an online pool of music, and he has access to the same pool of music. So, and we work in the same spaces. Probably we have coincidences in taste. Also, there's more collaboration than it looks. So it's very common for DJs who are friends of mine. I work very close with Benjamin Law because we are friends and we like each other's work. And whenever I'm playing and he's around, he comes and he's like, I want this song. And I'm happy to tell him where the song is for him to find it or to send the song to him. So there's collaboration there. I'm not against people playing the same songs I play because they're not mine in the first place. They're from the artists. So no, I don't think that is a thing.
Do you think the Hong Kong audience truly understand the electronic music, DJ music?
Yes, I think everyone does, but in a different way. I suppose the approach is very different depending on the place, but of course I think they get it. I think sometimes it's a little bit shallow. Like if people hear a big name, they go to the festival and they don't really know as much. But I think it's a matter of cultural distance, right? Not everybody knows the international culture so well. So it happens to me when I a new album is released and I want to play that album by that artist, and the main song everybody knows, but maybe the second and third most important song the main public don't know, or don't know yet because they need more time. It's normal, they have the song that they hear in the radio, but maybe they are not such fans of the artist, so they don't do the research. This happened with Lady Gaga recently. The mayhem phenomenon was really a phenomenon, and everybody knows every song in the album. But for other artists, you really have to go for the mainstream. So sometimes I'd like the public in Hong Kong to know more about music. This is something I felt when I go to Manila, for example. They're so much into international pop. Whatever you bring, you drop, even if it's a song that's down below in the album, someone in the room is gonna be like, yes, yes. And it's like, oh my God, good. Like, people know a lot, but I don't blame them because they know a lot about cantopop and Chinese music and K-pop and things that I'm not familiar with, because it's impossible to know all the music happening in a moment, no? So I guess they get it. Yes, why not?
As I remember, the club have hosted a drag queen showcase.
Yes, not only the club where I work in Shongwan, also the one where I work in Central. Both bars have drag shows recently, and I think at this moment we're having a very good moment for drag art in Hong Kong, which I didn't expect. So we have like a monthly drag queen in the bar, more or less. And recently I'm trying to support that so it happens more often.
Yeah, how to collab with them?
Yeah. So when I play at the same time as they perform, I'm always there for them and trying to help them choose a song or whatever. I'm down to support as much as I can from the technical side. But recently, because I'm really interested in this form of art and I have a lot of respect, I started working with Lilo May. Lilo May is my drag mom. And so I'm trying to put nights together with her. So we've done this twice already. And when she performs and I DJ, I also DJ in drag. And both times I've done my own performance. So I also did like a lip sync. And these nights are working a lot better, I think, because it's new, but it's because it's also a bigger experience, like having two queens instead of one, and having a DJ who does drag, or a drag queen who DJs, which is kind of new in Hong Kong. I haven't seen much of that. And also I'm saying that it's a very good moment for drag art in Hong Kong because we're bringing internationally popular drag queens to the other club where I work. So we've had Trinity the Tack, we've had Manila Luzon, we've had Jessica Wilde. We're having another big name next month, but I cannot say it. And it's really exciting to be able to work with these international stars that came out of RuPaul's Drag Race and see how they work and how approach the art. It's fascinating. So I'm really happy that I'm closer to the drag culture right now because I really, really admire their work.
Is this just only for non-Chinese people to join, or a lot of Hong Kong people also join the showcase?
Of course. And I mean,
half.
Many of the drag queens are local queens. Lilo May, my drag mom, is a Hong Kong queen, and we have some local audience for that. And I think the point is that this is for everyone. I play music that's more international, but the energy of the songs is suitable for anyone. And the same for drag performances. I think it's enjoyable for everyone. My second performance, I chose a song in Spanish from a very important Spanish drag queen, because my point was like, hey, it doesn't matter if you don't understand what we are saying. It's not English, it's not Cantonese, it's a language you're not going to understand, but it's fine because it's enjoyable. You're seeing a show, you're seeing someone that's sharing passion, and that's the whole point, I think. So I will never lip sync in Cantonese.
Honestly, you work in the club. Can you share some experience about the drunk people?
Oh God. I think after all this time doing this, I'm pretty immune already. I'm like, manage the situation. But sometimes crazy stuff happens that you don't expect. So I think the craziest that's happened to me is that I was DJing very focused, and there was a guy on the stage jumping, moving, dancing. It's okay, that happens all the time. But we have a doll on the stage, so like a real size man doll, and the guy started like touching it and playing with it and humping it. So he started pretending to be fucking the doll, and I was like in the middle of a transition, and I was like, wait, let me mix the next song so I don't fuck up. And then I started looking at him. He kept doing it for like 2 minutes, and he was looking around like, hey, I'm so funny, look at me. And I was like, Jesus. And then the worst part is that because of the humping, the head of the doll came off. So I saw the head of the doll fly in front of my eyes and fall on the dance floor, and people were like hitting it. I was like, please save that man. And someone picked it up and put it back, but he put it back the wrong way. So the doll spent the rest of the night like this. And I was like, oh. So sometimes it's just distracting, like this case. Another stupid moment was a big guy, and by big I mean big, like 190 tall, like this broad. He looked like a rugby player or something. He was really drunk. He was dancing on the stage next to me, and there's like a protection chain so that they know that they cannot enter. And the guy just opened the chain, came inside of the DJ booth and closed the chain, and he kept dancing in there. And I just couldn't believe it. I was like, what are you doing here? And the only thing I could say is, this is my office. I don't know why I said the word office. So I was screaming, this is my office. And he just realized where he was and left. But yeah, all kinds of drunk people asking for songs that don't make sense, or I don't know, people falling off the stage, and I just have to see it and keep doing my job because I'm not a doctor. Yeah, it's but it's okay. I feel really safe. Fortunately, I haven't felt like I was in danger.
Do you drink a little bit?
No, in general, I don't drink much. I haven't quit drinking altogether, but at the beginning of last year, I decided that I didn't want to drink
because
much.
Some DJ would like to in the alcohol mood.
Yeah. I never understand how that works. When people think that DJs are like drunk and taking drugs, and I'm like, how? Like, I'm really doing a job that needs me to be focused if I want it to be interesting and provide a level of quality. I don't know, maybe some people are more focused when they are on some substances. I'm definitely not into that, and I almost never drink, but when I'm playing, I never drink. I may have a Red Bull so I don't fall asleep, but I never drink.
If some VIP guests drink a little bit,
I point at my glass and I'm like, oh, I have my drink, don't worry. And my drink is like a soda. They don't know.
Or tea.
Yeah, there's a lemon floating on a white liquid. It's vodka, but it's not. Yeah, no, I don't feel pushed. And sometimes random customers come to me and they're like, hey, I'll buy you a drink. You're such a good DJ. And I'm like, don't buy me a drink. Give me $100. Like, tip me. I don't need alcohol. I work here.
Alcohol.
Give me the money. And they're like, haha, you're so funny. And they leave. And it's like, no, I mean it. I need money to pay my rent, but I already have enough drinks. Yeah, no, but it's easy to manage. So if DJs drink a lot or whatever, it's because they choose to do it. You can skip it if you want.
Is it a lot of lady also will go to the gay club or gay bar?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very common. I guess it's because it's perceived as a safe space where they are kind of away from the mass of straight men behaving like straight men. And also, I think they really like pop and the music that I play, probably more than a more techno or electronic neutral music. They really want to listen to, I don't know, Britney or Chapel Roan or whoever. I say I play music for the girls, the gays, and the theys because that is the public. And they're more than welcome. Some people are uncomfortable. They're like, oh, so many girls. I'm like, hey, they're buying drinks, they're paying my salary, they're having fun, they're not hurting anyone. So if someone's stupid, I'm against them, but I don't mind if they're a girl, a boy, or any other identity. If you're bothering me, but if you're not, you're more than welcome to enjoy. Sometimes they can be very chaotic, but like anyone else.
What is the one performance you think is very disappointed?
Technically, when I was beginning, there were nights where I would make like a couple mistakes and things would sound in a way that I would think it was noticeable. And so I'd be like, oh no. But I think that's happened to every DJ. When you're beginning, you make mistakes because you have to do it for 4 hours. You're gonna make one mistake, no? So the technical mistakes just happen from time to time and it's okay. What I would feel disappointed about is not being myself. So if I'm changing my taste or my execution very much because I want to satisfy people. So one time I accepted a gig that I didn't want to do, and it was on a junk boat, and they thought they knew what they were hiring, but they didn't know. So they hired me, oh yeah, let's have a DJ, it will be so cool. And I said, well, this is what I have, this is what I propose for you. I have disco, I have this, I have that, because it was a boat with a lot of people. I don't want to give too many details, so they don't know I'm talking about them, but you ruined my day. And they didn't like what I was playing, because they wanted something very specific, but very, very specific. And they were like, do you have any of these? And I'm like, no, you hired a Spanish gay DJ in Hong Kong. What makes you think I have that thing you're asking? Like, it was really specific. There was no way I would have it. And they let me play for like a couple hours, and then they were like, okay, it's okay, I'll plug my phone and whatever. And it was a junk boat, so I couldn't escape. So I had to hide in the upper deck and be like this until 6. So, and they were very passive aggressive, but that's fine. What I felt disappointed is that I was not being myself and still couldn't find a way to make people happy. So what I learned is that you don't need to say yes to everything. You need to stay true to who you are and stay comfortable, because that's the way you can do a good job, when you enjoy it, because it's art. And doing art when you're not feeling like you are vibing with it, it's not gonna work, I think.
Do you know that is some customer in the blacklist and what they did before?
I remember someone being blacklisted, but that person has been reaccepted. And yeah, I know 2 people, and they have been reaccepted. The community is so small in the end, and everybody makes mistakes, even if they are big. But in the end, they after a year or like 6 months, they come back, and we are all family, and the owners know the regulars, and it's fine. What they did, well, one guy was constantly bothering the DJ. I complained about him. Everybody complained about him. One day he started a physical fight with someone. And then that was the end of it. So he got blacklisted. But like, I don't know, 6 months or a year after he was back, he's back to being annoying, but way more behaved. And that's it. No, or someone was very, very drunk and he was dancing on a table and he almost falls on top of someone else, and they were blacklisted, but they are back. I don't think anything huge has happened while I was DJing, which is great. I mean, I've never seen huge fights or huge accidents, or so that's great. Or last weekend someone broke an arm in front of me. That's because it was in a skating park, so they fell and they broke an arm. But that was not because someone was misbehaving. It's just shit happens.
So based on the Hong Kong market, we are the Cantonese culture. Maybe a lot of audience would like to focus the Cantonese channel. How do you build up your social media in Hong Kong?
I don't know. If I knew, I would be more popular, I guess. I don't know how. But I think it's a lot of effort. You have to publish very often. You have to create content that resonates with people. Yeah, and you have to do it very, very consistently. My friends are always telling me that I need to publish more to get more followers, because in the end, the numbers are very important, very important. Like, for someone to decide if you are good, they look at your numbers. And so I really know that right now my potential for growth needs social media. So follow me, and so I could do cooler stuff for you guys. I was doing an interview last year with a DJ school in Spain, and they asked me, what is your next step for growth? And I said, social media. because I have already reached the people I need to reach out to. It's like, okay, so what's your next step to grow in social media? And I'm like, I have no idea. I think I need abs so that I can start posting thirst traps because it works really well. And I also need like a lot more time so I can do like videos, DJing and mixing, but that takes a lot of time. But really, image and social media is so important that right now the thing that could bring me the most growth is just being hot and showing it on social media.
If the social media is not growing very fast, or you cannot achieve the music target or job target, even those, do you think you will go back to Europe in the future?
I mean, this is my side job that I do professionally. Yeah. So right now my life is here, my friends are here, my main job is here. So I have so many other things to consider. But I think not everybody has to be huge. Like, I'd like to be bigger, but not everybody has to be huge. Like, I'm big enough right now, and I'm happy enough right now. I love the spaces where I work. I love the music that I play. I love the community I work with. So I'm very satisfied right now. I would like to do it in different ways, and I would like to do it in other countries and areas of Asia, because that would be very cool and would allow me to travel and to meet new places and new people and new artists, and that's very stimulating. But I am happy right now with it. And this is something that takes time, feeling satisfied with where you are and enjoying the journey, not just thinking about the next thing, because sometimes we are very obsessed about that. Like, oh, I will be happy if I have this, and then you have this and you want more. So I have to be objective and say that right now I'm very, very happy with that, and that of course I want to grow more. So I'll keep working. I don't want to move back to Europe. I'm happy here.
Really?
Yes, I'm happy.
Before I have go to Thailand, G Circus. Yeah, but in Thailand they can host a very big event, a big showcase, and a very, very beautiful stage, and the DJ can have a very fantastic showcase. But in Hong Kong it's very difficult.
Yes.
Do you think Hong Kong DJ have tuning into just a KOL?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Cannot be a big DJ.
Yes. I mean, it's for many people it's more of a lifestyle element than a professional thing. And that's a problem for those who are professional. Because I've taken the time to learn, to study, to complete, a syllabus, like technical knowledge, and to practice a lot and do it and make sure that I build experiences. Now, I see so many KOLs that learn how to DJ in one afternoon, and because they have 50,000 followers or 100,000 followers, they immediately get booked. They get gigs, and they get very cool gigs. I don't want to name names, but there's plenty out there, and it's so annoying, especially when they invade queer spaces, like seeing a straight hot guy who has like gay friends, and so he's booked at queer spaces just because he's hot. Like, it's like, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's like playing the most basic music with the most basic technique just for the video. And I do such intense work in preparing and delivering, and it's not as visible. So the KOL culture in the DJ space is quite toxic, I would say. But I think KOLs can invade any space. Like, if you get 50,000 followers and suddenly you say you're a personal training, someone is going to trust you because there's so many people there, no? And it's the market. It works like that. So that's why I know that I need more followers. Now that I have the skills, I have to build the recognition, no? But it's tricky. But I believe in real DJs that take their jobs seriously, because at least the ones that work where I work, they are all professional and they really know what they are doing.
That's why I asked you why you didn't want to go back to Europe, because Hong Kong is small and the opportunity is not more. DJ look like a KOL in Hong Kong.
But I can still do DJ stuff in other places. Like I go to London once a year because I have friends and because that's where my DJ school is, where I studied. And I'm always reaching out to my friends who are also artists, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to be there this week. If there's any gig, let me know. And there's some event producers there who know who I am, who follow me, we follow each other. It's just that we haven't found a date where I'm in London and they can accommodate me. The same happens right now. I'm talking to a friend who lives in Belgium, and I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but we're discussing I could play in Belgium in one of the main gay bars there. So it's like I can still do things and then get back home, Hong Kong. So I don't feel trapped. I can move. If you have enough money, I can move.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Could you tell me more about the nightclub? Maybe some customer is very aggressive.
Okay.
And then how they aggressive?
I'm generally not an aggressive person, but I'm very assertive and clear when I communicate something. And I'm the authority. So if they ask something, I'm just very, like, I say things in a very clear way.
For example, sex.
Oh no, I've never been offered that. This job is not sexy at all. Like, I don't know what people have in their mind. Like, they think after I play, I go to a hotel room, to a jacuzzi with like 4 models, but that's not happening. Like, I finish at 4, everybody's drunk. So everybody who can have sex is having sex with someone else, somewhere else. At 4 or 4:30, I just see someone drunk on a table, a friend having a shot with the bartender, but there's nothing left for me. So it's not a sexy job by any means. Like, people don't go to me and are like, oh my God, you're so hot. Like, nothing, never happened. Like, never. Like, I've never been DJing and someone has hit on me. Never. And then outside of that, I don't think it's sexy either. Like, some people have told me that being a DJ, because they think I'm like a player or that I am with a lot of guys all the time. And I'm like, no, I'm busy. And the time people are trying to find people to have fun, I'm busy. So I'm playing music for you to make out with that one. And I'm seeing you guys making out, but I'm just there looking at you. And they can do better.
What is your lifestyle?
My daily life is very normal. Like, DJs are not superheroes. When we work at night, obviously we need to rest a little bit in the morning. Fortunately, my job at the moment doesn't require me to wake up super early. So my day is flipped a little. So I work in the afternoon and evening, then I DJ at the night, and then I sleep night and a little bit of the morning. So I wake up normally at 10 or 11. But because I finish work at 10 and then maybe
Wake up 10 or 11
in the morning, yes. But because I go to sleep at 3, right? And it's a little bit flipped because I work in the afternoon and then I DJ at night. But it's fine. It's just like a normal day. And the daily part of a DJ is not much. I think I'm always hunting for music, like listening to music, keeping an eye on what's coming out, and also working on analyzing tracks so that I can play them at the club. So there's a lot of work behind the set that people need to understand too, that we need to stay on top of the trends and find songs and find remixes of the songs and find a way to mix them into our sets and then bring it to the club. But nothing too special. In the end, it's sitting in front of a computer and doing stuff. And I'm a very normal person. Music is kind of my hobby and it's kind of a job at the same time. Before I was an actor and a dancer too. So I try to stay connected to that by going to shows sometimes. So when we have musicals in Hong Kong, I go. Sometimes I go to comedy shows or improv shows. I'm very social, so I like going to events that allow me to meet new people and learn about different realities.
So what is your future plan?
Personally, I want to stay in Hong Kong and I want to keep doing what I'm doing. On the DJ side, my strategy is to keep learning and to keep growing in the local space. There isn't much growth, potential for growth, but I'm doing a lot of cool stuff. And then I want to work internationally. Not leaving Hong Kong, definitely, but having more opportunities to work in other places. At this point, I visit Manila every year and I want new opportunities in other locations. And I'm talking to event producers in other places. So I hope in the second half of the year, I can work in other countries. Also, I'm going to Tomorrowland DJ Bootcamp this Christmas. So I'll be learning with top DJs and visiting DJs from all over the world and doing this bootcamp. So it's going to be a very interesting experience to close the year and learn even more. So the idea is to keep focused on learning and improving, and also reaching out until someone is interested in having me over.
Anything else would you like to tell to the audience or your friends?
I'd like to tell people to come to the clubs. They are way less intense than people think. I think they are an opportunity to meet people, to see performances, to enjoy music from DJs that actually do something with the music. They are very open spaces. You don't need to get drunk. You don't need to be a crazy person. You can go and enjoy a drink with friends and make new friends and discover music that you didn't know. Maybe see a drag artist perform or sometimes a singer. I don't know. The clubs offer very different experiences, and I think and everybody is welcome in the end. So and I try to play music for everyone. So I tell people, come to the club. I'll give you a hug with music.
So please follow Petoto social platform and also subscribe, like, share and comment in this video. So see you next time. Bye bye.